All right, hello YouTube, welcome to episode 21. So we're back on the monthly review, 2 months in now.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd go over our stats again, do a bit of a comparison. Joel, I expect you to be putting it all into a spreadsheet and coming up with some lovely pie charts and graphs, subplots, forest plots.
Sure.
So without further ado, stat time. Alright, so in the past 30 days, we've spent 24 days on the bike, 6 days off. Total kilometres, 2,007. Average Ks per day of 83.6. Altitude has been 9,887 metres gained. Average speed, 18.3 kilometres per hour. Cool, so that means really nothing without the comparison. So first month we had done 22 Ks on the bike and 8 days off the bike. So a little bit more time on the bike this time, which has been good. Around 1,800 total kilometers, which probably factors in those 2 extra days on the bike, really. Altitude gain of over 1,300 meters. I think that probably factored in the Adelaide Hills and Gradation Road. There was a lot more, as this time we were riding through the flat Nullarbor for the most part. Average speed has been exactly the same, which we were surprised about because we thought we were getting faster, but apparently not.
Oh well.
Yeah, so that's our comparison. I guess we kind of expected that we would be riding a bit further and riding a bit faster, but they've kind of evened out.
Yeah.
I do know that the last couple of days we've been flying.
Absolutely smashing it.
If we maintain the rate we're going at the moment, third month is going to blow month 1 and month 2 out of the water. So overall, I think we seem to be tracking a little bit under what we'd need to do to get around 14,000 Ks in 6 months. So that either means getting a ride to cut off 1,000 or 2,000 Ks, or it means extending the trip out a month. The kilometres are comfortable. We're feeling good physically. So the only way we'd really be able to increase the Ks is reducing our rest days. And I think, to be honest, naturally we would. 8 days rest in the first month, 6 days in the second. Half of each of those have been imposed on us, whether it's been the heat or getting a ride across the first bit of the Nullarbor, getting stuck in Perth. So I feel like that would happen naturally if everything went our way, but we can't always factor that in. So I don't know. I think we just figure a way later. I think that's a future problem for us to worry about, because at the moment we're loving it out here and we feel like we're doing it right.
Yeah, we're doing it at a good pace, and I think our rest days are coming when they need to.
Yeah. Cool. So now it's time for a new segment. We're calling Junk Time Stats. All right, so first of all, it's probably not too junk time. Flats.
Oh yeah.
So this month we've had 15 flat tyres, which has been marvellous. Compared to the first month where we had 0.
0. Yep. And they
Great.
all came in a chunk.
Yeah.
Just bad luck. Absolute bad luck.
Yeah. The video detailing where we are now hasn't dropped yet, but sneak peek, it's been 3 days. No flats. So we're pretty happy about that. All right, March flies killed. 231 March flies are being killed compared to last month, which was 0. Boxes of shapes consumed. 17 boxes of shapes consumed.
Quite a lot.
This month, compared to last month being 2.
Something like that.
Tent toots. my favourite junk time stat. A grand total of 227 tent toots for James.
All him.
And Libby bringing up a solid 0. Weight loss, which we thought was interesting. We found some scales at the last place we stayed at. So, and we've had a couple of people concerned that we've lost some weight. We did a little bit of work to regain some. Libby's lost a total of 2.7 kilos, and we reckon that that's actually been very stable in the last month.
Yeah.
And I've lost 0.5 kilos, which was a shocker because I was bulking for the month before we came off on the bike trip. I'm not happy about that. And the last junk time stat, donuts consumed, 36 donuts consumed in 3 sittings. Gone into a bad habit with the donuts. Yeah, so that's our stat count.
So for our physical update, our bodies are actually feeling so good. Our bums are way less sore. There's only like a tiny bit of rubbing and it's totally fine by the next day. Probably the biggest thing is my toe is still really sore and swollen from when I came off. I've got a nice scar going on, just taken off my tan, but that's about it.
That's it, yeah. Yeah, I guess the big comparison to last month was that our bums were the biggest concern. We were still riding in the bike shorts, and that was giving us a lot of grief because we were sweating lots, and since we ditched the bike shorts, it's been amazing.
Smooth sailing.
We're just making sure we're washing the shorts, getting the salt out every day.
Yep.
Being really on to that, and it hasn't been a problem.
No. Yeah. Physically, A-okay.
Yeah, couldn't be better. All right, the mental update. That's been an interesting one because at the start it was smooth sailing, and right now we're in a really good space mentally. We've had some great days out, but the tyres definitely did get to us, and
it made me really sad.
It's
really hard to get motivated.
It affected Libby quite a lot. So usually it's the mental stuff. It's me getting affected by a last minute change or something not going quite to plan, and I've talked about this before, that affects me more than Lib, and Lib is just generally quite happy chipping away and getting the job done. But the tyres hurt.
They did, yeah. I think because it was out of my control. It was just nothing I could do. They just kept happening and then just got sadder and sadder and sadder.
Yeah, and they just killed our momentum each time we got going. There'd just be another one.
Yeah. Like, I literally just want to be on the bike. That's what makes me the happiest. So it was just frustrating that kept stopping me.
Yeah. And then the ride into Perth as well. On top of that, it was busier and busier highway riding. It wasn't as inspiring.
Yeah.
And we just felt a little bit flat, I guess.
Yeah.
But since then, and I won't give too many spoilers away before the next episode drops, we're back out here. It's been 3 days of some of the best riding we've had.
Yeah.
It's
absolutely
incredible. We're coastal.
That's enough.
Oh. We're coastal. So yeah, at the moment we're feeling really, really good.
Yeah.
We're feeling back in our groove, waking up in the tent, getting on the bike, coffee stops.
Yeah.
Beautiful views, nice riding.
It's good.
Golden. Yeah.
So we thought we might go over some of the lessons that we've learned in the last month or two. The first one is don't delay. So whether it's, having another biscuit or taking that beautiful camera shot, like, you just need to, if the moment happens, you need to take advantage of it and just do it, because
buying 12 donuts at Woolworths on sale for $2.50.
Another example. Yeah, I just feel like when you're riding and you see a beautiful Banksia tree, you're like, oh, I'll take a photo of the next one. But then that next one doesn't come and you've missed the opportunity. That's like a small scale example, but yeah, you just need to take advantage of everything that's coming your way.
And I think the other one has revolved around just holding our expectations back. And this goes both ways, whether it's a positive expectation or a negative expectation. So prime example is when we got out of the Nullarbor and we were so keen to get to Norseman, and we were expecting this sort of big sense of final achievement and a cool town stop and a day off and all of that, and it just didn't quite happen. It wasn't the right place for it.
No.
We had to wait till we got to Esperance for it, and we felt a little bit disheartened that we got to Norseman and it was this anticlimactic kind of night.
Yeah. We tried to have a gin, but it wasn't quite there, was it?
Right. And I think mainly that was because of the expectations we placed on how it would feel finishing the Nullarbor.
Yeah.
And then the flip side happens when you see a town on a map, or you hear something from someone about this place, you have a negative expectation going to that place, and then we've been to places and then had to flip that completely because we've had a great time. But going in first with that negative mindset took us a while to warm up. So we're just trying to hold our expectations and
live in the moment.
Live in the moment as much as possible. Yeah.
Also, I wanted to mention that around day 40, James and I started getting a bit irritated with each other, and we kind of had to have a chat and be like, what's what's going on, what's changed. And we just realised we hadn't had any time alone. So we've been trying to do that a bit more often. We only need it once a week. We'll just either go for a walk by ourselves, or I'll do some drawing and James will do his whittling. Important for us to have some time alone as well, because we're with each other 24/7 at the moment. But yeah, I'm not sick of it yet.
So to finish up, I just thought we'd talk briefly about what's to come and what we're looking forward to. I think this movement north is just the biggest thing we're excited for. Like red dirt, big gorges, getting remote again after coming out of Perth, just getting like remote.
Yes.
That's all coming up in the next month. We're hoping to be up in Broome in the next 3 to 4 weeks. So we're gonna be trucking, and we're getting out there. And man, it's just really exciting to think about where we're going to end up. The change from where we are now, and the cheeky peak of what you're seeing behind us. Beachy, bit of sand maybe, I don't know, it's hard to tell. But sand's white and it's pretty cool. I've got some goosebumps.
Yeah, I'm chilly.
So that change as we head towards the equator and getting a different landscape every other day that's what we're pumped about.
Man.
Yeah. Not a part of the world we've seen before.
No.
Yeah. So we might leave it there. That's a monthly review. As always, keep putting those questions down. We'll get to them when we can.
Yep.
It's really nice to have that interaction for us out here. If you like what you're seeing and you want to keep up with the journey, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Next episode drops in a couple of days. It's going to be a good one. And see you soon.